Hello everyone, Denise from Connectarium back here with my content in English. Let me know how you guys feel. We're doing that again since last week to duplicate the videos both in Portuguese and based in Brazil and also in English to reach you guys wherever you are. So we'd love to hear where you are and if it makes sense. Anyway, your feedbacks is really appreciated. So I'm here to talk about the week of October 12th until October 18th. A very important week, a week of new moon. New moons are always so important. So this new moon, always sun and moon together, 23 degrees of Libra. So Libra is the relationship sign. It invites us to go into others' point of view, empathy, the relationships in our lives. And it's a paradox that exactly this sign of the balance of seeking for, the balance in life is having one of the most tensioned new moon in the year. So it invites us to rethink our commitments, rethink our deals, the way we interact with others is a reality check. So what is happening in the sky, we have many planets in cardinal signs, which are the signs that are into action, into doing things. So we have Mars in Aries, we have Sun and Moon in Libra, another cardinal sign, and then the big team in a meeting in Capricorn, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. So it's a lot of energy of impulse. And we have this, let's say, inflammation in the sky, this tension, this fight, because those signs are kind of fighting with each other. So Sun and Moon are saying, okay, we need to equalize our relationships. We need to rethink the way we interact. We need to care for others. Mars in Aries is saying, okay, but what isn't there for me? So I want my way. I want to do my style. I want to be in action. I want, to be impulsive, which is a very sign for Mars, by the way, because it's a sign of rulership. We can do a lot with Mars in Aries. The danger is if we are too impulsive, if we are too angry. So that's our, I want to do it my way. So, and Mars is opposite, right? The Sun and the Moon in Libra. So it's all about this axis of relationship. In Aries, we enter the world. It's the first sign of the zodiac. In Libra, it's the relationships. The we comes on board, right? So we realize we exist in Aries, yes, but it cannot be always our way. So they are in this tension. We need to find a balance. And then we have the big team in Capricorn saying, okay, guys, but we live in a big structure, right? Which is, by the way, being questioned a lot in 2020, as we well know, because this is the job of these planets in the sign of Capricorn, the sign of the structure of the society. This new moon, Sun and Moon together, and by the way, I love the idea of co-creation. So when I'm saying all of this, try to think how you can vibrate in your life. How can you mentalize what you need to do, right? It's not just to get passive listening to what's happening in the sky. You are alive. You have things to do. So taking these reflections into how you can apply, because all signs and planets can be both harmonic and disharmonic. Yes, we have a tension in the sky. So for you to breathe and be gentle with yourself, Libra is a lot about being gentle, about being kind to yourself, opening the space for you to equalize all of this. We have a lot of information. So we need to find a balance, to redo our agreements in Libra with a reality check, but we need to deal with our anger, with our impulsiveness in Aries, the Mars in Aries, and we need to understand that we are under a bigger context of deep restructure of power. Power is another aspect of this tension this week. So people questioning power, question the way societies are designed, more rebellious, more, into fight, into this energy, this tension of fight. But you yourself, you can make a choice, right? You can make a choice of embracing your anger, deal with it. We are coming from weeks of the depth of transits of Pluto in the sky, which is asking us to really put a zoom view into our wounds and heal that. And all of this healing process of seeing what's hidden, right? Mercury is in Scorpio. Going deep dive to see what's hidden underneath and questioning all the structure, all those planets in Capricorn are a very welcome preparation for us to change into a more Aquarian life after December. In December, we have Jupiter and Saturn entering the sign of Aquarius. So they're going to leave this density of Capricorn, which, by the way, is very important. If you are a Capricorn, be proud of yourself. Be proud of any sign you are, okay? Because we need the 12 signs. So Capricorn is imperative for us to do this big restructured change. If it was not for Capricorn, we wouldn't be able to do it because they know how to do it. They know how to do with a very good structure. No other sign is more structured than Capricorn. But it is dense because we need this density right now. But Saturn and Jupiter is going to leave this density and go into an Aquarian view, which is more horizontal, collaborative, people working more in a net perspective. But in order to do that, we need to restructure. We need to restructure power. We need to see our wounds. We need to transform. So that is the tension in this end of the year, especially October, right? So take care of yourself, be kind, be willing to see the wounds, but with patience. You don't need to do it all at once. Just, hold your anger, care about it, right? Because if we really acknowledge and take care of our anger, we avoid putting that into the world, which is the danger with this tension with Mars and Aries, especially this week. We have all of this in a week that Mercury goes retrograde. It goes retrograde in the 14th, 13th or 14th, depending on where you are in the world, but anyway, around that. So when a planet goes retrograde, especially Mercury, which is our intellect, the way we think, the way we make decisions, it is very important because it's an opportunity for us to rethink, to recheck, right? It's not bad. We hear all these bad things about Mercury retrograde. Yes, communication gets a little bit, it can be confusing. You can forget your appointments, all this communication kind of little things. But we need to think in a broader sense, right? We need to think there is an opportunity for us to look within. So Mercury is the third time it's going retrograde in the year, all in signs of the element water, which is about emotions. So it was retrograde in February in Pisces, in June in Cancer, and now in the transformative sign of Scorpio. So it's an opportunity for us to deep dive. Mercury in Scorpio is encouraging us to go deep and see the wounds again and see what's hidden and see what we avoid seeing. And going retrograde now, it is an invitation for transformation in a deep level, in the hidden world, because Scorpio has a very intimate commitment to integrity, right? We need to be entire, we need to be whole, we need to be complete. So it's not only our ego sense, how we show off in the social media. Scorpio is interested in the real thing, right? What's really underneath. So it's the god, Pluto, its ruler, is the god of the underworld. So it's all about really go deep, because we need to go deep and restructure everything right now so we can, just giving you a context, we can change our perspective and the world we're gonna live in very soon. So we're gonna end this decade in a very different stage than when we entered the decade of the 20s, right? So we're gonna live in a better shape, although we need to take care of Aquarius, which is going to be a very Aquarian decade because of Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is very quick, it's about a year. Saturn, 2 years and a half in the sign of Aquarius. And then we have Pluto, which is very small planet, a slow planet, small and slow, but it is still a planet for astrology, in 2023, 24, because it goes back and forth, 23, 24. going into Aquarian again and really changing. The all signs and planets, we need to see the both sides of it always, right? The light and the shadow. So the care, what we need to take care in Aquarius is not to be too individualistic or too technological, too mental, and forget about the heart. So we need to be mindful of that. On the other hand, it allows us such a horizontal way of life, so collaborative, so spread, that everybody works in a net that is fully alive and full of energy and quick and insightful. And so it's very exciting era that we're going to go into, but we need to do this homework right now. So this new moon, and never waste a new moon. New moon is like the universe saying to you, okay, here are your seeds. It's now in the sign of Libra, relationship, involving others, take care of it, right? Redo your agreements, rethink your relationships, okay? So take care of your anger because of the tension. So think about it. 23 degrees of Libra, see where it falls into a chart if you know it. This area is an area of new beginnings this month. So I was saying about the retrogradation of Mercury. It's an opportunity for us to rethink. So Mercury is going, I should do a separate video about that anyway, but October 14th, it's going to go retrograde. In October 28th, it comes back to Libra, because it's going backwards, right? The impression of going backwards, it's not really, but it's illusion of mind, of vision. So when it goes into Libra in the end of October, it's again an invitation for us to take care of others again, right? To take care of relationship, of involving others, of understanding that it's not only about us. So we're going to deep dive now with Mercury in Scorpio, and then when it comes back to Libra on the 28th of October, until the 4th, until November 11th, it's an opportunity to see again partnership and relationships. So retrograde 14th in Libra, the 28th of October back to Libra. The 4th of November, it comes back to its direct movement. So it's not retrograde anymore. And then it stays in Libra, in Libra until the 11th of November, when it goes back to Scorpio, and then it stays until the 1st of December in Scorpio, and then moves to Sagittarius. I'm going to talk about that just to give you some hints of dates and signs. This Mercury is opposite right now, and in this new moon chart, opposite to Uranus. So it's an invitation for us to think wide, to be open to new things, to new thoughts, to new possibilities. Talk to people that you haven't been talking to, subjects that are not familiar to you. So it's an invitation, Uranus, to go in a different perspective. It brings us lots of surprising news, surprising information. It flips the stories. So it's an invitation for us to look wide, to be open, to renovate, to innovate our frame of mind. It's very open, very insightful, very quick energy of Uranus opposing Mercury. And I would like to finish saying that this week is starting with a very special aspect, which is Neptune and Jupiter in a very nice aspect, a sextile. We call in astrology the sextile. So those two together are talking about spirituality, hope, our ability to see, everybody together, everybody united. So it's a big grounding for a tough month and a tough new moon for us to think in a wider sense, in a spiritual sense, thinking about knowledge, a bigger knowledge, that everybody's included, that everybody's welcome. So think about that. It's a good grounding for the beginning of the week. I wish you an amazing week. Again, put your seeds. The universe is inviting you with the new moon. I hope you can articulate all this tension in your favor, because tensions are also an opportunity for us to act. And we need action, and we need to take care of the relationships, and we need to do that in a kind way with ourselves and to others as well. So wish you an amazing week. Take care. Keep connected. Let me know what you think. If I should keep doing that in English, okay? So it's kind of a double work, but I love to spread the talk and the contact with you guys. Take care. Have an amazing week. Bye-bye.